people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
And we're back here on 1360 KFIV, Modesto 1280 KWSX Stockton. I am John D. Villarreal, aka JDV, sitting in for your fearless leader, Dave Diamond, who's off vacationing with his lovely family and taking a well-needed break. Now we're going to switch gears entirely. We've had enough of that other stuff. I don't want to hear about politics anymore. I want to hear about one of my favorite subjects, and that's sex. Now step one right here. We just got this. I was always wondering about this, Eric, and we're going to hit you in a second. But we just had a study come out of England, and it was reported by the Daily Mail. And I have a fantastic girlfriend, very smart, beautiful. She's a tough cookie, and she's getting real serious with me. And you know, I'm 39, Eric. You've known me for a while. You know, yeah, you know my player card is big and strong. I don't even want to get into that. I mean, the numbers are very, very extensive, and I probably don't even want to say that on the air. Any number you can think about, you might want to go a little higher. But here's the thing. I've never, Erica, hold on. Don't break down on me now. I've never cheated on a girlfriend. And one of the things that was, you know, just real talk right now, that was very tough on our family was a really bad divorce between my folks. And some people in my family, I'm not totally sure have even recovered. And I struggled with a lot of stuff myself. And, you know, just being busy and whatnot and all that. And always was easy for me to, you know, get women and whatnot. But, you know, finding Mrs. Right out there that could handle the super genius firepower and also, you know, be really high. Because I've taken all kinds of tests. And everyone likes beautiful people. But, like, I've taken tests. It's like I'm really into very, very beautiful women. Like, that's my thing. Like, that's pretty much all that I want, right? But I also love the super smart women. I know I have to have the super smart women. So the bottom line is that I always wanted that perfect thing, right? I mean, that's like what happened with my grandparents. I get so mad at people because, like, I don't believe in all these books and stuff. I'm not saying they can't help. But, I mean, you know, Soulmate and Dr. Phil and this and that and whatever. And I look at my grandparents and, you know, they met each other and they got married. And I heard different things and I have to do the math right. But, I mean, some of them like 17 and 19 or 20, 21, whatever it is. But they were basically kids. Married happily for 65 years. Were they the soulmates? You know, did they sold their wild oats? No, it's like, hey, there's a nice young man and a nice young woman, and, you know, they had good faith. One was a Baptist, one was a Catholic. Although, you know, of course, when you get married, my grandma made sure he was going to Catholic church. That's how it goes, right? We know who really runs the show. Okay, we understand that. And, you know, they made it work. They had 9 kids. And so I've always wanted that great marriage. And, you know, when I get married, that's it. It's over. You know, God willing, one and done. I have a great family, the whole 9 yards. I think I really have a hot prospect right now, and, you know, I hope it works out. But when I see a study like this, and let's talk about what the study says, I get worried, right? It says that after 3 years of, there's that old saying too, Eric, it's like, when you say I do, she says I don't, right? So the study basically says that after 3 years of life as a man and wife, most couples are lucky to have sex just once every 7 days. That's once a week, dude. I mean, that's not even, that's like going to the gym once a week. I mean, I go to the gym every day. I hit the gym sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, and then it also said that 6 out of 10 couples believe that marriage has completely ruined the excitement of sex. And that they're more like, that's 60%. I'm freaked out right now, let alone, forget about the divorce numbers. And, you know, potentially breaking up your family, hurting your family, losing your cash, the whole 9 yards. And that they feel like they're more than friends and lovers. Let's throw out a couple more facts and we're just going to kick this around and we're going to take your calls. In fact, 79% of people are happier getting a good night's sleep than making the effort to have spontaneous sex in the middle of the night. I don't know who that 79% is, but then again, I'm not married. That's what scares me. But when it comes to having an affair, 2/3, and I don't think that's right, you shouldn't be doing affairs, 2/3 that have dabbled admit that the sex was mind-blowing compared to the once a week missionary with their husband and wife. And now there's all kinds of websites, Eric. You can talk about this. You know, about the cheating websites and the internet. It's got this explosion of stuff going out there where people are doing this and that. It's easier to cheat than ever. And they said that one of these people and said that it's, you know, modern marriage is becoming a little bit more open where sex is concerned, and I'm just really worried about this. And so we're joined right now by two experts. Before we start getting crazy over on this side, and I'm going to talk about Erica because, you know, she's happily married and she's got some stuff, but we're joined by Jim and Alicia Stewart from the Healthy Marriage Coalition. And Jim and Alicia, what do you think of this? And it's like, I mean, talk me down off the ledge because I'm worried.
Okay, first of all, hey John, don't worry about this.
Okay.
Consider the source. Let's knock the legs right out from under this right now.
Tell me.
The people who commissioned this poll, which is not scientific,
okay,
is a extramarital dating service.
Mm-hmm.
The Loving Links.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, numbers can say whatever you want them to say.
That's true.
And if you carefully select who you ask,
yeah,
that would be people who are already cheating on their spouses, they're going to pretty much say it the way you want them to say it.
So it's kind of like...
So all those
yeah,
stats and all those facts
mm-hmm,
were for that select group of people in England who are already cheating on their spouses.
Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit better right there. You know?
Let me go back to something that you said about your grandparents.
Yes.
They were young, they picked up, you know, he's a nice guy, she's a nice gal, they got married, and you're talking about sowing wild oats. They sowed their wild oats together. And they reaped the joy and the benefit of that. Now, doesn't say that you can't reap the benefit of being married. You can. It's not too late.
Yeah.
A little harder the older you get,
hey,
because we get set in our ways.
Right.
And some of the little things that were mentioned in this is, you know, that once a week, you know, we see stars kind of thing because we're putting effort into it. Yeah. Do it at home, you can see stars too. The fireworks can explode all over the place.
Right? So
yep,
let's talk about that, Jim and Alicia. I mean, we're going to get into the sex part of it here in a second, and I want to talk to both Erica and Eric about that. But I mean, bottom line, you guys, this is your business, this is your job, this is your profession, counseling folks into having a healthy marriage, right? This is your,
exactly.
So what does it take to have a healthy marriage, and what are some of the payoffs of having that kind of stable relationship for yourself and your kids?
Well, the number one requirement to have a healthy marriage is commitment.
And you already mentioned that. You said, when I get married, that's it. Until death we do part.
I agree with you. That's what I think.
You take the D word out of it, you'll figure out how to make it work, and it'll be better after you do.
That's right. The other part of that is treating each other with kindness and respect goes a long way to maintain a relationship, and doing things, being proactive about your marriage is really the key.
Yeah, have a date night. Check out a book on sex. Go get some help when you bring a baby home. Your life changes. Well, go get some help. You go to school to get educated about your job. You went to school to be a good everything that you do.
Right.
You have education.
You got to work at it.
Exactly.
You got to put the effort into it.
So we put a lot of effort into a wedding, and then we forget about putting the effort into the marriage.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot better right now. It's been a bit of a day, it's been a bit of a week. So you're saying that it's worth the effort, you got to do your homework, pick the right person, and forget about this study that is probably a selfish thing. How do people learn more about you guys, and how do people, maybe whether they have problems or they're about to get married or just, you know, some kind of advice where someone they can come and talk to, how do they get in touch with you to learn more about this and make sure that their marriage, future or present, can get on track?
Well, you can, first of all, check out our website, which is stancomarriage.org, S-T-A-N-C-O marriage.org. We're a nonprofit, and the reason we exist is, one thing, to promote the value of marriage, just like we're doing right now, and the other thing is to give couples skills and tools that they need to find good mates. We do a class called How to Avoid Marrying a Jerk.
Or jerkette.
Jerkette. Yeah, jerks don't only come in one gender. The other thing we do is we do enrichment classes for couples that are already married, so they can keep on top of things, learn things that will help them.
Keep the grass greener on their side of the fence.
That's right.
I think this is great, and I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm sorry it's been such a crazy day, but this is important. People need to go to stancomarriage.org, or they can call Jim and Alicia at 209-606-0772. I got to tell you that they were highly recommended by Dave. These people, they came in here, they've calmed me down. I still want to talk to Eric and Erica about this, but they know what they're talking about. And this is so important because the family is the most basic, important unit of society and most important thing to each and every one of our lives. So I want to thank you guys for coming in here. We need to take a quick break here, and on the back end of it, we'll take a little bit more about this, and we'll talk about MMA stuff, this big upcoming fight. I am John D. Villarreal, sitting in for Dave Diamond. This is KFIV 1360. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, hey, don't be sorry about anything.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it was
I
great.
brought you a pile of information.
He doesn't do books, but somebody might.
That's right. No, this is great. And I'll be talking, when I do more stuff, I'll be talking more about this stuff later, so we'll definitely be in contact. So these are the kind of topics that everyone can talk about all the time. If I didn't have this other stuff, I would have did the whole show on this. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
I know that sucks because that was going to be fun.
I know, that was going to be a heck of fun. When I did that in Sacramento, that was an explosive topic. And I knew how to talk about this and that and whatever, and it just was like,